Well, good evening everybody, it's Zero back again with another History Buff Reacts video, and today we are taking a look at Salmonella, why it sucked to be a pirate. Now, I know for sure that the fanciful tales of the pirate age, you know, Blackbeard and everybody like that, that life for 99% of the pirates did not go quite that way. I know that for sure. Most of them actually ended up dead. So that's a good start to the video, a happy start to the video. But that's what happened. That's the reality of the situation. So let's see if we can get some concrete evidence and maybe some interesting stories. Or maybe we'll just get some really, really horrible information about what happened to the pirates in their day-to-day lives, because it wasn't pretty, let's put it that way. So, get yourselves comfortable, sit back, and here we go.
Hey, little Jimmy.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you like Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, it's alright.
So do you think it'd be fun to be a pirate?
Yeah?
Well, guess what? You couldn't be more wrong.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know. At some point, every kid has dreamed about being a swashbuckling, corn-shuckling, wife-cuckling, cocksuckling pirate, but trust me when I say, it was really not all it's cracked up to be. First, we'll talk about the food. So one staple of the pirate diet was salted meat, usually wild oxen or pork. And I love jerky as much as the next guy, but this wasn't like a bag of Jack Links. In fact, it was probably closer in texture to your shoes than any meat you've ever eaten. In those days, you couldn't just snap into a Slim Jim. That's a modern luxury that we take for granted. Back then, the slogan was, gnaw on a Slim Jim for minutes on end, grinding it between your molars while the gallons of salt turn your mouth into a desert until the mangled hunk of flesh in your mouth is just soft enough to be shoved down your greasy fucking pirate throat without tearing a hole. Another essential
That sounds about right, actually. For that period in history, everything was salted. If you were off on a long voyage, everything either got salted or it got pickled. And chances are, pickling probably wouldn't have survived the journey on the ship. So they had to basically dry it out as hard as they possibly could, which, yeah, I can imagine it would probably like chewing on a rock for 5 minutes. Nasty.
Food item was known as hardtack. This was essentially just flour and water baked into a cracker-like brick. Beyond the fact that it was totally flavorless, hardtack was also extremely dense, to the point where pirates would often have to slam their fists down on it in order to break it into pieces small enough to fit in their mouth. As long as it was kept dry, hardtack almost never spoiled, although it often became infested with weevils. Excuse me, sir? I'm a vegan, so like, can I have a new piece? One without any of Mother Nature's beautiful creatures in it? Thanks. Wait a minute, is this gluten-free? This better be hemp rope. Nah, but the weevils didn't make you sick or change the taste all that much, so, and this is true, the crew would just eat it in the dark, so that way they couldn't tell if they were eating a normal chunk or a weevily one. Then there's the crowding. So
Nice. Imagine that, just... Oh, God, no. No. No, I couldn't do that. Although, in hindsight, you know, that would have probably been decent protein for them. Genuinely. It would have been slightly more nutritious than eating a brick, I suppose, when you think about it that way. But, will I do it by choice? No. Not a chance.
So pirate ships typically packed in as many crew members as possible, because more pirates means more manpower when you go to board an enemy ship. Of course, the downside to that is that you're basically like a bunch of hairy, unwashed sardines. Let me illustrate what a typical night below deck was like. So you're sprawled out on the damp, musty wood floor. Everything's pitch black, you can't see a thing. The smell of the filth and the mold forces you to only breathe through your mouth. Suddenly, your left hand feels wet. Probably just seawater leaking through the hull. You sniff your hand, nope, no, that's piss. You feel something furry rub up against your elbow. It was either the body of a diseased rat or the beard of your diseased crewmate. Either way, that's probably where the piss came from. Some guy's moaning loudly in the next room. Hopefully he's just jerking off, because if he's dying, that's one more body to deal with in the morning. Rinse and repeat for 8 hours, and then it's daytime. The poor diet and cramped conditions led to disease being a huge problem aboard pirate ships.
Yeah. Oh, God, no. Oh. Yeah, it's just... I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad anyway, but this is just horrible. Like, oh, God, yeah. Well, it's funny actually because if you're wondering why I keep rubbing my eyes for some reason, these two lights at the minute are irritating my eyes. I'm not sure what's going on, but my eyes keep getting really sore in front of some of these lights. But yeah, it's just when they were bringing slaves over in 1700s, it was pretty much the exact same situation. Like disease, if one person aboard the ship had any sort of disease, you would bet within 3 days that would be an epidemic upon that ship. Easily epidemic. Just because of everybody just being so close. And there being basically no sanitation on board either, which is why people were basically just pissing on the floor on the ship. But you had nowhere, well, you didn't really have anywhere else to go. You couldn't just go over the side of the ship. Because, well, there could be anything happening above deck. You know. Sometimes you could, obviously, if it was daytime and everything, then feel free to, I guess. But during the night, would have been far too dangerous to do that. But, yeah. So far, it's not really the sort of Pirates of the Caribbean-esque situation that you'd like to be in, I suppose.
The most well-known of these diseases is scurvy, where you don't get enough vitamin C. When scurvy first begins, you just kind of feel tired all the time, no big deal. Then you get weird spots on your skin and your gums start bleeding. This progresses until all your teeth fall out and all of your body's mucous membranes start gushing blood and pus, causing you to die. So that's a lot of fun. There were tons of other diseases too. I won't go through them all, but here's a few.
Hang on, let's have a look through these. You got typhus and malaria, yep. Yellow fever, yep. Syphilis with 2 P's, okay. Tuberculosis, yep. Dick rot, sure. Sniffles, sure. Jungle dick rot, okay. Sure, dick sniffles, that sounds a bit dodgy. So don't know if that one's, don't know if any medical professional will be able to help me with that, but I don't think that's quite right. Jungle dick sniffles, okay, fair enough, and rotten dick jingles. Jungles. Rotten dick jingles, that sounds kind of fun actually. Rotten dick jungles, yeah. Any medical professionals, just let me know if they're real or not. I get the feeling they're not, but you never know. No, but the first, 5, absolutely, yeah. Although I'm not sure how syphilis would have been. Actually, it's probably best not to ask.
Few honorable mentions. Also, some people say that alcoholism is a disease. I might just be disturbed, but that's one sickness I could definitely get down with. If it is a disease, then yeah, just about every pirate had this one. If anything, though, I'd call that one of the few upsides of pirate life. Finally, there's the
Well, actually, to add on to that, you know, when they said that they drink a lot of beer, it was actually rum. And the reason why they drank rum, for those of you who don't know, the reason why they drank rum, or the reason I know of that they drank rum, was because you couldn't just keep fresh water on the ship. You know, you get Legionnaire's disease, or you could get anything from just standing water for more than, 4 or 5 days. It starts becoming a bit sort of suspect to drink. So they drank a lot of rum because rum kept for a long time, and it was readily accessible in that area. I've forgotten the actual name of the area. I'm having a bit of a brain fart in a minute. But it kept really, really well, and it was a plentiful supply of it. So they just drank rum. And rum at that time was quite pure. It was similar to, I don't know. If I was thinking of a spirit now, I suppose you could class it as maybe like whiskey, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it was pure, you know. So it did hydrate you. It also just got you very, very drunk. So I suppose it's like most like microbreweries and stuff like that. You know, the beer that they put out, it mainly just hops and water. That's literally it. It was basically similar for rum. So they could drink a lot of it. It was safe to drink on the ship. It kept for a long time, and it did hydrate them. So they didn't really have a choice. It worked, so they drank it, and everyone got drunk.
combat. So you've gone through all these disgusting, horrible living conditions, but at least you can enjoy the thrill of battle, right? Swinging from rope to rope, sword in your mouth, long, intense saber duels, that kind of thing. But that's typically not how it went down. For one thing, when pirates boarded a ship, 9 times out of 10, they'd just surrender immediately. Because what are a bunch of well-groomed merchants gonna do against a horde of disgusting barbarians? If the defending ship did
Pretty much.
decide to fight back though, the resulting brawl wouldn't be anything like the movies, it'd be way worse, like immediate R rating. Because pirates rely a lot on brutality, both because they don't have much real training, and because it scares the shit out of people. If you were a deckhand on an invaded ship and you were stupid enough to fight back, you wouldn't be dancing around doing flips and shit, none of that. Instead, they'd probably shoot you in the stomach with a flintlock pistol, kick you to the ground, chop off your shoulder blade with a hand axe, gouge out your eyes with a marlin spike, wind your intestines around the prow, and then toss your twitching body overboard. And that's only a slight exaggeration. Honestly, if Jack Sparrow got attacked by actual pirates,
Sounds
he
about
wouldn't
right,
last a second. It's kinda like a used car salesman going to prison, like, I'll be fine. If anybody tries intimidating me, I can get out of it with my quick wit and charming personality. Boy, you look real pretty from behind. Oh wow, I'm boned. So yeah, in short, if you're thinking
wonder where that
about
was
pulling a
going.
Captain Phillips anytime soon, I'd advise against it. That's all for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, it wouldn't have just. Yeah, no, the situation would have been far worse than any person would have thought of, I think. God, I forgot what his old bloody ending screen looked like. Jesus. So yeah, messy, horrible, dank, and disgusting. Yeah, I can imagine it being very much like that. And that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, please press those like and subscribe buttons, and also hit that bell so you know when I upload. And if you want to see some more videos, check out over here. You will see the most recent video apart from this one at the very top here, and down below that you will see the whole History Buff Reacts playlist of every History Buff video that I've put out on this channel. There will be some original stuff on the way soon. I just need to write the scripts for them and get them recorded, and they'll be good to go. But for now, I've been Zero, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.